So Jstn is finally back. More specifically, he's finally back at RLCS Lands. Last time he was at one was just under 3 years ago at the 21-22 World Championship. Though even in that season, in the spring split, they also had failed to make the major there, finishing 7th out of a required 5th place in North America. So, the downtrend was already starting from that season as well. Though, to be fair to that team, they did end up finishing top 8 at that World Championship. So, gave them a bit of courage going into the next season for another comeback. And unfortunately for them, that didn't really work out, because throughout the whole season of the 22-23 season, they didn't make a single major. Eventually, by the end of the season, finishing 9th in North America, which is clearly not good enough to make any majors or World Championship. Then, after a roster switch, or rather, he switched rosters, not you know what I mean. He went to Shopify Rebellion. And they finished throughout the whole year 6th, not making any majors again, though this time, a bit of an improvement. They did go to one tiebreaker for a major, though they ended up losing that one to, my goat Nolly. So again, didn't make any majors in 2024 either. And then even in 2025 as well, in the first split, sticking with that same Shopify Rebellion roster, they didn't do well at all in the first split, finishing 10th. This time required you gotta finish top 4 to make the majors. They didn't do that, so yeah, GenG, who were with Retzels last split, they made the major through their last regional heroics, winning the entire thing. They wanted to make a switch, replacing Retzels this time for Jstn, and now with Jstn they've made the major. So he's back. The GOAT is back. He's really in that category of players alongside people like Garrett, Torment, Squishy, Gimmick, Jnaps, where he has immense longevity and has actually outlasted them, at least in terms of who's left right now. When you even think about greats like Nolly, right? He's not really tier 1 or tier 2 at the greats, but he comes like shortly after that. He's won a major, obviously, and Nolly, he came up with season 9, which was way after Jstn, right? And since that time, he's also retired, and then after that, Jstn's then made the major, which really speaks to the longevity that he's really had, even though he's had a bit of a blip for the last 2 to 3 years. Jstn, he's qualified for RLCS, or he qualified for the first time for RLCS late 2017 through promotion playoffs in 2017, right? So, and then properly you could say he became a pro 2018 when he got picked up for NRG. So yeah, by the end of the year, we gotta say that he's been pro for at least 8 years, right? Which is just an insane number that he's reached. And I would probably say that he is the NA GOAT, in my opinion. Probably Garrett has had a slightly longer career thus far, right? Although I imagine Jstn will go on to have a slightly longer one than Garrett as well. But I would say he's probably the NA GOAT, just because I feel like Jstn has been that little bit better during his career. Not by a whole lot, just a little bit. I look at Season 8, for example, when he won the World Championship, I would probably say that he was just narrowly the best player in the world, which I do give, a lot of credit to, right? So towards being a great, I feel like if you're the best player in the world, that has, a lot of weight to it, even though, trophies and stuff like that does generally have a lot more weight and stuff like that. But yeah, I've just been playing GenG gameplay in the background here. It's going to be really, really cool to watch Jstn again at the major. GenG now with Jstn. I mean, it's not like I dislike Rettles. I actually quite like Rettles, but Jstn is just such a long-time GOAT that I've always appreciated, even though he usually has been on the other side of my favorite teams, like GenG, G2 rather. I've always appreciated Jstn on the other side, considering everything he's done and stuff like that. And yeah, now they're going to be my second favorite team, right behind Dignitas, who are my favorite team. Got to back EU and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be really cool to see him back. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoy this short one, and I'll see you later.